The young SEAL's laughter cuts through the mess hall like a knife. He's leaning back in his chair, arms crossed, staring at the gray-haired man across from him. So what were you, Pops? A cook. The question drips with condescension. Around them, 200 service members keep eating, unaware that in 30 seconds this room will go dead silent. The old man sets down his fork. His hands don't shake. And when he finally speaks, just 3 quiet words, the SEAL's face drains of color. Lieutenant Marcus Webb is 28 and untouchable. At least that's what 6 years as a Navy SEAL has taught him. He's survived Hell Week, taken down high-value targets in 3 countries, and earned a chest full of commendations. So when he walks into the mess hall at Naval Base Coronado for the annual Veterans Breakfast, he's not expecting to be impressed. Retirees in golf shirts. Old men reliving glory days. He's here because attendance is mandatory, not because he wants to shake hands with has-beens. That's when he sees him. Corner table. Mid-70s, maybe older. Faded denim shirt. No veteran cap, no unit patches, nothing. Just an old man eating scrambled eggs alone. Webb nudges his teammate, Petty Officer Clark. $5 says that guy drove supply trucks. Clark grins. Nah man. Admin, look at those soft hands. They're being loud enough that nearby tables glance over. The old man doesn't look up. Webb's feet carry him over before his brain catches up. He's not cruel, not really, but there's a pecking order in the military and he's earned his place at the top of it. Mind if we sit? He doesn't wait for an answer, sliding into the seat across from the veteran. Clark takes the chair beside him. The old man finally looks up. His eyes are pale blue, almost gray. Come. Too calm. Free country, he says quietly, returning to his eggs. So, Webb starts, his tone friendly but with an edge. What branch were you in, sir? The word, sir, has the slightest hint of mockery in it. The old man chews slowly. Swallows. Takes a sip of coffee. Navy. Webb exchanges a look with Clark. Oh yeah? What did you do? Supply? Admin? The questions come faster now, emboldened by the veteran's silence. Let me guess, you never saw combat, right? Desk job? Clark snorts into his orange juice. But here's what Webb doesn't see. 3 tables away, a 50-year-old commander has gone rigid. His fork hovers halfway to his mouth, forgotten. He recognizes the old man. And his face has gone pale. The veteran sets his coffee down with deliberate care. The mug doesn't make a sound against the table. You remind me of someone I knew, he says softly. His voice has gravel in it, the kind that comes from years of shouting orders over rotor wash and gunfire. Cocky kid. Thought he knew everything. Good operator though. Real good. Webb leans back, grinning. Yeah. What happened to him? The old man's eyes hold his. He learned respect. The hard way. The mess hall's ambient noise, clattering silverware, overlapping conversations, the hiss of the industrial dishwasher, seems to fade. Clark shifts in his seat, suddenly uncomfortable. Look, no disrespect intended, Webb says, though his tone suggests otherwise. I'm just saying, there's a difference between serving during peacetime and actually being in the thick of it. You get me? The old man nods slowly. I do. He wipes his mouth with a paper napkin. You want to know my rank? Webb spreads his hands. I'm curious. Humor me. What happens in the next 10 seconds will become base legend. The old man stands. He's not tall, maybe 5'9", but the way he carries himself makes Webb instinctively straighten. Master Chief Petty Officer. The words are quiet but they carry. Webb blinks. Master Chief is the highest enlisted rank in the Navy. Respectable. But the old man isn't finished. SEAL Team 2. Vietnam. 3 tours. The mess hall doesn't go silent yet. Most people aren't paying attention, but Clark's smile has vanished. Webb feels his stomach tighten. Then Mogadishu. Then. Wait, Webb interrupts. His voice has lost its edge. You said SEAL Team 2? In Vietnam? The old man nods once. Mekong Delta. 68 to 71. Webb's mind is racing. SEAL Team 2 in Vietnam means this man is part of the original generation. The ghosts. The legends who wrote the handbook Webb studied. That's impressive, Master Chief. I didn't mean. I'm not done. The old man's voice drops even lower, and now heads are turning. The commander 3 tables away has stood up. After I retired, they asked me to come back. Consultant work. Training. I said yes. He pauses, and in that pause, Webb feels the ground shifting beneath him. I helped design the Hell Week you survived, son. The drown-proofing? That was my idea. The log PT? Mine. The surf torture in 50-degree water? He leans forward slightly. I'm the reason you wanted to quit. The mess hall doesn't just go quiet. It goes silent. 200 people have stopped eating. Webb's face is white. Clark looks like he wants to disappear into his chair. Webb starts, but his voice cracks. The old man holds up a hand. You want to know what rank I held, Lieutenant? His pale eyes are locked on Webb's. The last op I consulted on was Neptune's spear. I was in the room when they planned the Bin Laden raid. I shook hands with the men who flew into Abbottabad. He lets that sink in. So when you ask me if I saw combat, if I ever did anything real. He doesn't finish the sentence. He doesn't need to. Webb stands so fast his chair scrapes against the floor. His hand shoots up in a salute so sharp it could cut glass. Master Chief, his voice is shaking now. I apologize. I was out of line. Completely out of line. The old man looks at him for a long moment. Then, slowly he returns the salute. At ease, Lieutenant. Webb drops his hand, but he doesn't sit. Can't sit. The shame is a physical weight on his chest. The commander who recognized the veteran earlier has crossed the room. He stops beside the old man and his voice is thick with emotion. Master Chief Holloway. It's an honor, sir. I was in your training class in '99. Holloway, the name hits Webb like a punch. Thomas Holloway. The Holloway. He's read about him. They all have. 3 Navy Crosses. A Silver Star. The man who swam 2 miles through enemy-infested water to rescue a downed pilot. The man who trained half the current SEAL teams. And Webb just asked him if he was a cook. Holloway waves off the commander's praise with a tired gesture. Ancient history, Mike. But he turns back to Webb and his expression softens, just slightly. You're a good operator, Lieutenant. I can tell. You've got the swagger that comes from competence. But swagger without humility? He shakes his head. That'll get you killed. Or worse, it'll get your team killed. Webb swallows hard. Yes, Master Chief. Holloway picks up his tray. Every man in this room has a story. Every single one. Some drove trucks, and those trucks kept you alive in Fallujah. Some pushed paper, and that paperwork got you the intel that saved missions. You don't know who anyone is until you ask with respect. He starts to walk away, then pauses. Oh, and Lieutenant? Webb looks up. The cocky kid I mentioned? The one who learned respect the hard way. Holloway's expression is unreadable. That was me. 40 years ago. Someone older and wiser put me in my place. I'm just paying it forward. And then he's gone, weaving through the tables toward the exit. The mess hall slowly comes back to life. Conversations resume. Silverware clinks. But Webb stands frozen, staring at the empty chair across from him. Clark finally speaks. Dude. It's all he can manage. Webb sits down heavily. His breakfast is cold. He doesn't touch it. Around him, he catches other veterans glancing his way, some with sympathy, some with barely concealed smirks. He's earned this. Every ounce of it. That night, Webb writes a letter. Handwritten on actual paper. It takes him 3 drafts to get it right. He tracks down Holloway's address through official channels and mails it. The apology is thorough, genuine, raw. He doesn't expect a response. 2 weeks later, one arrives. It's a single page. Lieutenant Webb, apology accepted. Now go be the leader I know you can be. Respect is the foundation of everything we do. Don't forget it. Master Chief Holloway, Ret. At the bottom there's a PS. Next time you're in town, breakfast is on me. But you're calling me Tom, not Master Chief. I'm retired after all. Webb frames the letter. It hangs in his office now, right beside his trident. A reminder. Not of his mistake, but of the lesson that came with it. Because in the end, rank and medals and combat stories, they matter. But not as much as the respect you show to every person who wore the uniform. Every single one of them earned something you can't see on their chest. And you never know who you're sitting across from until you take the time to ask. The old veterans at the annual breakfast? They're not has-beens. They're the foundation. And Webb learned that the hard way, in a mess hall, over cold eggs, from a 75-year-old man who could still command a room with 3 quiet words. Master Chief. SEAL Team. What's the most powerful lesson someone older taught you? Drop it in the comments. We're all still learning.